Yes, members, you are most welcome once again. As usual, Saddam Hussein, your mathematics teacher, is back here, and I hope you are all doing well. I want you to be very attentive and follow this lesson carefully. Now, today I've brought for you something very interesting from geometry and angles, and we want to look at this task before us so that we can be able to answer any other task that comes. So we can start from there. The question is, what angle is a half its complement? What angle is a half its complement? Now, the point about these complementary angles. Complementary angles are angles that sum up to 90 degrees. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees, whereas supplementary add up to 180 degrees. Complementary angles, for angles to be complementary, they should be able to add up to 90 degrees. For example, 40 and 50, 30 and 60, 89 and 1 in degrees, by the way, 20 and 70, 45 and 45, those are complementary angles. Now they're asking us, what angle is a half its complement? That means that angle, we don't know it, and we also don't know the complement. But we can let its, what that its angle, for the angle, let its complement be represented by letter K. Yes, I've used letter K. I've chosen to use it. But you can use any letter. Don't say that now it's with angles you shall always use K. No. You can choose to use letter P, letter Y, letter X, any other letter. Now, let its complement be represented. We are representing. But if you say let the complement be letter K, it cannot be letter K, but it can be represented. Just like the way you look at me here. I can be represented by someone else. Doesn't mean that that someone is me. Or I can represent someone else. It doesn't mean that I'm that person. So we only represent. So letter K is only representing. I always hear some people say, let the number be K. Let the number be Y. Let the angle be P. We don't say let the letter be Y or let the angle be P. We say let the number be represented. It's common in algebra. Let the number be represented. Let the angle be represented. That's what I want us to emphasize. So when we are doing this, we are now representing the complement of this angle as K. And remember, the angle is a half its complement. So if this happens to be the angle, and then this happens to be its complement. The complement, we said, is letter K. Then the angle is a half its complement. That means a half of its complement, which is K. And remember, I've just mentioned it, that angles that are complementary add up to 90 degrees. So this is how you can organize your work for the first display. If you display it like that, it becomes very easy for you to answer. Then what we do there, you now pick these two. We form an equation. You say a half of K, which is a half times K, plus that complement will give you 90 degrees. That means a half of K plus K itself equals to 90 degrees. So from here, you can now multiply this 1 times K to give you K out of 2 plus K equals to 90 degrees. Complementary angles add up 90 degrees. Now from this point here, avoid adding K plus K to get 2K. These numbers, these figures have different denominators. These are letters, but they're representing some figures that we don't know. So this one, which has no denominator, is taken to be out of denominator of 1. So remember, under fractions, when you're adding numbers or fractions of different denominators, we get their LCM or LCD. This time the LCM of these two numbers, 2 and 1, is 2. So you get each of those fractions, you multiply by the LCM plus K out of 1 multiplied by the LCM equals to 90 degrees. Then at this point, always learn how to leave steps to stand independent so that your work is not confused and you are able to do the right thing. Now from here, it's out of 2, here 1, here 1. I think we're following. Then from this point, I expect you to have something like this. K times 1, which is K, plus 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 times K is 2K. Out of 2 equals to 90 degrees. You can now see that K and 2K are sharing now the denominator. So what you do, you can add 1K plus 2K, which gives you 3 out of 2 equals to 90 degrees. You multiply here by 2, even here you multiply by 2, so that here 1, here you get 1. So 3K equals to 90 degrees times 2. From this point, you can divide by 3. You can divide by 3, remain with K, the value of K. So by 3 here, 1 by 3, 3, 0, and these are degrees. 30 times 2 is 60 degrees. Now when you go back to your table, what is that K? The K you have got here is the complement. But the question is telling us that what angle is a half its complement? The angle is here. So the angle is going to be a half of K. And K now is 60 degrees. What is a half of 60 degrees? That is 30 degrees. It means you divide 60 by 2, which gives you 30 degrees. So the angle is 30 degrees. I expect you to be very careful there, because that is how best you can be able to do this question. That's how best you can represent your work, and everything will be done well. Remember to be very careful here. What angle is a half its complement? Please, you must let that complement be represented by any letter. Then you say a half of that. But if they say what angle is a quarter its complement, you also put here a quarter of K. Then what angle is a fifth its supplement? This is a supplement. Here you will put 1/8 instead. Then here you put a fifth of K. At times they say what angle is 3 times its supplement, you say 3K, yeah, depending on the letter that you have used. I'm very much happy for you, and always don't feel so bad to follow this work, because it's for help for you. Our teachers outside there, the parents and the learners, let us work together to make these children powerful in mathematics level 4. I want to greet in a special way those good followers of mine. We have people like Mabire Menina in Egypt, Sister Mina in Dubai, Teachers TV Africa. You people are really doing a very great job, and I believe what you are doing and whatever thing you are putting on ground, may the Almighty God return. And all my subscribers, I really love you so much, and please continue viewing and commenting what has gone wrong or what has not gone wrong or what has gone right. You can comment and let me know. I always Saddam Hussein with mathematics work, and I will always be with you. Now my exercise for today is very simple. What angle is 3 times its supplement? What angle is 3 times its supplement? That is for you. You are able to do it, and everything will be okay. God bless you.